Also, yeah, as we look at history, the historic moments, the historic movements, and especially the historic marches, um, they're very inspiring. Uh, but I think that those movements were a circumstance of the current conditions at that time. That's why having hundreds or thousands of people marching for justice could not be ignored because they were literally breaking the law. Uh, yeah, I'll use the Martin Luther King movement as an example. I don't know whether most people know this or not, but when it all started, uh, it was only a few of them. And what they did is, before they went into a town to demonstrate the end of segregation, they would inform the sheriff, and then the sheriff would have police on standby to sort of control the mob and so forth. But most of the time, there weren't a lot of them. I'm talking maybe 8 or 9 or 10. But one of them got an ingenious idea. What about sort of playing a trick or an illusion on people by using the tools that they had, and this was as they would march, there would be bystanders. These are people that accepted the current situations and all they did was watch. So as they would march, the bystanders would stay on the pavement and just sort of watch what's unfolding and what's going on out of curiosity, but still too fearful to be a part of this movement. And most of them didn't really understand the ideology and the concept behind the movement. So what they did was they got journalists at that time who were biased, and the journalists would take pictures of them and the crowd of people who weren't really even partaking in this movement. And the headlines in the newspapers and so forth would be thousands march with Martin Luther King to end segregation. And as they got this media attention, more people sort of started to join the movement, because the more people join, the less intimidated people feel. And later on, they got students to be at the forefront of the march, while the police and his deputies were on guard in case something happened. And what they did was they arrested the students, and these were mostly students who were in high school. And this caused the outrage, and it made the movement grow even bigger. I think the movements that we're seeing now, that I'm witnessing, the movement for land or housing, I'm not really sure whether it's for land or for housing, but a lot of young people are demonstrating, trying to get their voice heard. And I think this method is slightly flawed because of the times that we're in. And yeah, mainly because of the times that we're in. There's the mentality and structure put forth that you work hard in order to be at the level where you can buy the land yourself. So when people go to demonstrate, it's almost like people who want to take a shortcut, sort of force the government to subsidize for them, to cut down the prices, and so that they can have houses which the government officials, I think, believe they can't afford. So, you know, all the placards and all the commotion going on, I think this is just my opinion. In order to sort of make it a grand and all-inclusive movement, it shouldn't only be about um, the young the young employed careered people who can't afford housing. I think everybody should be included, and this includes the security guards. Security guards can't afford housing as well, and they also live in informal settlements, as well as the clerks that work for the municipalities. They are also victims, just as the people that are demonstrating are. They are also victims. They also want cheaper housing. They also want houses that they can call their own. So I think by getting these people involved, this can be key, because if you have the people that work for that organization deciding that they won't work anymore because of the because of the circumstance, and most of them will be reluctant because of job security. It's against the policy for someone that does a clerk at the municipality to also be a part of marching and so forth. But when people march, these are the ones that are getting the fire. These are the ones that the masses are shouting at, and these aren't the people at fault, but they have been put at the forefront, whilst the ones involved are hiding behind them. So the pressure is basically going to them. I think it would be very strategic to also include the people that work for the municipality, as well as security guards, people that earn less than, to also be involved and to go to this march. I think this would bring about a sort of seriousness, that it's not just a bunch of spoiled kids crying for the government to do something for them, as the struggle kids were viewed as being lazy and just expecting the government to give them handouts. And I don't think it works when the people that are campaigning for the houses to go down are sort of viewed in the same light, which is kind of how it looks like when you move back as an official, a top official. You see people making requests that cannot be done. The procedures are too complicated. There are too many departments to go through, and getting each and every one's name and list them for affordable housing would also, it's just too much. The system clogs itself. It's sort of congested. It doesn't work smoothly. The oil isn't there. So if we, especially the people that are marching for housing and land, if they realize that the ones that are working in the municipality are also their comrades, and they have a great desire to be a part of this movement, but are intimidated by their top officials and supervisors and so forth. Now, I'm saying this because I'm using the example of the teachers. What the teachers did is they decided that they won't teach. So they created they created a gap. So they had, their demands had, their demands were heard, because you can't find new teachers instantly, and it was close to exams, which made it even harder, and then the teachers got what they wanted. Now, if we want to sort of get them to listen, I'm saying we should actually try and work from the do it from the inside as well, not just outside, because if the cow, the city of Windhoek and many other towns that are experiencing this situation where people live in shacks, really bad conditions. Okahanja is a case. If we include these are the crucial tools. I don't want to use the word tools, but these are the crucial people, that can make the movement stronger and move a little faster. Because the people that are supporting the system of the municipality decide that they also don't want to put up with the injustice. And I think, it will be a difficult thing, because it could threaten their jobs. And a lot of people that striked, they did so during lunch. They just didn't decide, I'm not going to work today. I'm going to, to march for cheaper and affordable land. This just makes it a bit less serious. It creates a platform for debate. Né? It creates a platform for debate, and it forces the truth. And this movement became bigger because the truth of it all behind the scenes was revealed to the people. So when people see injustice, they seek justice. So I truly believe that in order for this to really be effective, stop the machine. Just stop the machine. Make them feel actual pressure, right? Because they can just close their door. They can just drive around in tinted in cars with tinted windows and ignore. Let's not forget, these are politicians. They are used to negative criticism, and these are mostly also opportunists. They do wrong so that they can get ahead. So in order to sort of to be upright, to not break the law in an attempt to get justice, I think there should be a dialogue on how to get everybody involved, because a lot of people lack housing, not just the young working class. I think making it a young working class thing sort of it takes a lot away. I think it should be a youth movement, irrespective of who the youth are. I think the wording should change, saying no, I can't afford a plot, yet I work so, or you need like I heard you would need 22,000 per month in order to afford a plot in Windhoek. Now let's look at the people that barely make 2,000. These are the people that are truly suffering, not only economically and socially. There's no social justice for them. So it will be a movement if if the pieces are placed in the right places, you know, if it's, look at it like a chess game, right? And no, like a war game where you find allies who believe what you believe. uh, Most people are afraid, I mean, losing, as low as the income is, it's income, and losing it completely would be catastrophic. So, we should sort of try and seek job security for these people so that they can be a part of the movement, so that the lady can be in her office all alone, realizing that she has done wrong. And it will also get the attention of the higher officials about the situation that's on the ground. Because if everything goes to a standstill, even for 1 hour, you know, you can even say even for 30 minutes, it will create chaos internally. It will create chaos in the institution for, for quite some time. So they would have to hear what the people are saying. I think it's very good to have collective voices and to ask for what we want. We shouldn't fear. That's the greatest thing that they use to keep us quiet, is they intimidate us. They can threaten your family. They can threaten your job and so forth. But I think it's just a thought that I'm putting out there. I don't know if anybody will even hear it. We are a country that has laws, and we can seek ways to sort of find a loophole within the law that isn't necessarily illegal. Just like Job did. What he did was he cleared land and he put down that thing, the placard that says, Earth 2014 repositioning. After that, he just left. So basically, he did not commit a crime, but he made a statement, and the statement has gone viral. And I think this statement is being misrepresented, and people are taking actions based on emotions. I saw some video clips of people, the ones that wanted to debate about the land issue, and most of them are very emotional. They are very emotional and angry, like that would bring about something, like that would force the hand of the city, and it won't, because you have the rich people, right, that are in control of the workforce, that can use the workforce against the people, or you can include the people that are already excluded by society, and sort of like work on the inside as well as the outside. I think this would, it will be quite the impact on the movement. It will make it bigger, and it will sort of wake up the authorities that are ignoring the people's pleas for affordable housing. It's just a thought. It's just a thought.